You are not on so-called team transitory. Why not, Barry?
So I disagree fairly strongly with the idea that there will not be a market reaction. And there's really three channels that the taper works through to broad asset classes and causes a risk-off event. The first is the psychological or signaling effect, as the Fed calls it, that Peter's describing. And I think his comments are fair with respect to that. The second channel is a move higher in real rates in the belly of the curve, like we had in 2018 in January and then in September. And that did bleed through. And I do think that that's highly probable that we get real rates to move 30 to 40 basis points higher when the Fed slows those purchases. The third channel, though, is the most important. That's the volatility channel. It's vastly underappreciated. The Fed suppresses interest rate volatility through their purchases of agency mortgage-backed securities. The single biggest source of volatility in the markets is mortgage prepayment risk. The Fed doesn't hedge it. Once that risk starts getting transferred back to the street, the mortgage desk, all of a sudden their value at risk goes up considerably. Equities then have to cut value at risk. It permeates through prime brokerage, through to hedge funds, through the market system quickly. We get volatility shocks, and that's what really causes risk-off events. Before the QE era, those risk-off events when the Fed started normalizing policy were more like 8%. Post-QE, more like 12% because of that volatility channel. To me, it's unavoidable.
So, Barry, how bearish are you right now, near term, into year end?
Well, I think that once we get past Labor Day and we have a whole policy pileup, and there's a whole host of issues, the taper, debt ceiling, the budget, tax hikes, the end of the TJA draining of the Treasury Department liquidity, all of those things to me adds up to a 10 to 12% pullback that lasts about 2 months and then will reverse before year end, provided that they do indeed announce it in September and start it in October. So there is time for a Santa rally left in there so things stabilize, but I do think a decent pullback in the fall is my forecast.
Well,